first real official Dave Day of the new year with Standard Speaker Sports editor Dave Seaman. And Dave, I was off all of last week. Thank you to the Lassant family. That was great. So getting caught up, spent a lot of time reading your work, Steve Stallone's work, and it seems like the Hazelton area basketball team keeps rolling. They get a big win on the road against Williamsport, a team that knocked them off in the District 2/4 6A playoffs last season. And definitely on notice now, all their teams in the district and around here.
Yeah, the Cougars keep rolling along. Some tough league games coming up, against Crestwood Friday night. It's always a rivalry game. No matter what the records are of both teams, you expect a dogfight every time they play. Crestwood's come in the McGee Gymnasium the last 2 years, and the games have gone right down to the wire. So you wouldn't expect anything different, but there's something about this Cougar team that's a little bit different than past years. A lot of different scoring options, but certainly Crestwood will test them.
Defense been really good for the Cougars, Dave?
I think that's been the strong suit, really. I mean, besides balanced scoring, their defense has been really strong this year. When you can throw that size at teams too, and the way Coach Joseph mixes up the defenses, it's been hard for teams to score. And they get out to big leads. They've been starting games so well this year. It's not easy to play defense, but it's easier too, because you could take some chances, you could try to block some shots maybe, and you get to force teams into turnovers, and then that gets their fast break game going on the other end too. And it's called complementary basketball. We've heard that term used in football before. James Franklin uses it a lot, but in basketball, the Cougars use it all the time. If their defense is playing well, it sets up easy scoring opportunities, and they're off to the races.
I feel like we said this last year too, but all of a sudden, Dave, Joe Gavio's Lady Cougars too had Hazelton area coming along, winning a couple in a row, winning a holiday tournament at Puxatawny, and they're getting on the right track.
Yeah, they've won 5 in a row since losing their 2 games in their tournament. Big win over Wyoming Valley West in the conference. Overtime, they had to rally back to do that, and that's a great win. Again, they have a tough game coming up at Crestwood. Division's going to be there it's going to be a battle all year. It seems like in that Crestwood, considered a slight favorite going in. They go up to Dallas, who's undefeated, by the way. Crestwood girls lost that game. Hazelton girls, though, you go to Punxsutawney, you don't know what to expect because you don't see those teams all year. Coach Gavio's taken his team there. They've done well at that tournament, and it's kind of been their springboard for the rest of the season. They get a big win over Wyoming Valley West, going to Crestwood with momentum, and Coach Gav have the girls playing in the right direction.
Dave, last year we did a story on Megan Trival piece. Megan, right? Not Marissa?
Last year it was Megan who played the softball. Marissa, Marissa's a sophomore this year, and she's really, stepped up her game as a basketball player, and she had big free throws in the game against Wyoming Valley West. So, just a piece of the puzzle. I mean, there's a lot of pieces there that Coach Gav has to work with, and Maddie Morocco's a senior. She's been a star for a couple of years right now, and other players are stepping up. Faith Gruel has really stepped up as a sophomore. Kira Antolik, and there's Virginia Yurchak. He has some players there, and a lot of young players too. So I think better days even are ahead for the Lady Cougars.
Dave, I wanted to talk about field hockey. I know we're in the midst of winter sports season, but Megan Reed from Hazelton area committing to Brown University, going to talk with her this week on SSPTV News. Her sister Madison is at Hofstra, and I wanted to talk about this though, Dave. She helped organize the District 2 Senior Field Hockey All-Star Classic, and it was a fundraiser for Corey's Place in Hanover Township that helps adults with intellectual disability. She did this with Holy Redeemer's Leah Mullery, and that was back in November. You can read a full article, go back online, search. It was in the Standard Speaker. They talked about it, but talking about doing some good in the community. And Dave, speaking of successful field hockey teams and Mary Kelly, someone else who got their start in this now famous clinic that Mary Kelly hosts in the Hazelton area, Kelsey Resnick, who's playing with Wyoming Seminary. She made the U.S. U17 national team, was also named an All-American, only 48 players picked throughout the country. You've talked with her once or twice. She's from Drums, and she's doing all right.
Yeah, it's no doubt about it. She's had a whirlwind last couple months. Starting with a lot of summer field hockey. You have to get at that level, you have to play all summer. She went into the season at Wyoming Seminary, led them to the state final, district championship in Class A and District 2. She's a fantastic player. She loves the game. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, she got her start here, and they have proud roots in this area. She chose to attend school at Wyoming Seminary, and like I said, a fantastic player, and her future, the sky's the limit for her, because you get a chance to play on a national team now. That means you're getting a lot of recognition, and she's getting it now, and she gets an opportunity to play with the best players in the country, and where she goes from here, it's all up to her.